The holidays are nearing, and it's the Christmas of Mary. Happy Christmas. Hey guys, welcome back to TutsByKai. I'm Kai, and today we are back. Today, and we're making a pixel art animated Santa Claus for the holiday season. So without any further ado, let's get started. I always like to go ahead and in black outline everything we're gonna do first. So we'll go ahead and we'll draw this nice little box. That's actually it. I want to go ahead and do the color now. So we'll grab a red. I think this red might be good the way it is. Just lighten it a little bit, desaturate a bit, and we'll go ahead and just color in the pieces that I know I want to be red, which is going to be a lot of it, obviously. We'll go ahead and do that, and around this way. And then after that, I want to go ahead and do his beard. We'll grab a white, and we don't ever want to use solid white because it doesn't look too great. So we'll drop that brightness down and saturation over a little bit, and then we'll turn it to like a little bit of a bluish color. And then we'll go ahead and paint on his beard, which will be something about like this. Yeah, okay, so sweet. All right, something like that. And then now for the animation portion, we'll go ahead and just do a very simple animation. We'll grab this cell right here and hit duplicate cells, and then we'll duplicate it once. We'll hit M for the move tool. We'll grab his head, and we'll move his head down. We'll grab his beard as well because his beard moves with his head, obviously. We'll go ahead and then just move it down like that. And I want to do a idle animation just for this guy, just moving him up and down. So his head will go down, and then maybe his shoulders will go down next. So we'll grab this frame, duplicate the cell, and then we'll grab his arm here, holding down Shift to select multiple different instances of pixels, of course, and move his arms down afterwards. And then we'll deselect, hit I to eyedrop that color, and then we'll just fill in that red there, so it doesn't look like it's missing part of his arm. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so then let me go ahead and open up the animation preview. You can just hit play. By the way, I don't think I mentioned it. I think I'm in, what is it, 16 by 16? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, something like that. 16 by 16, I think it is. Yeah, down here it says 16 by 16. Down at the bottom left-hand corner, it says 16 by 16. All right, so there we go. We have a little bit of an animation that's too fast. We can go ahead and go to frame, change constant frame rate, and we change it up, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the further you go up, the higher it is. Yeah, okay, so if you go up, the slower it goes. So 200 looks pretty good for now. We'll go ahead, and his hat needs to not have that much stiffness because it looks like his hat's just moving like up and down. That's not what we want because his hat is kind of soft, so we want it to kind of bounce with it. So on the second frame, we'll hit M for the marquee, and we'll move this piece up to make it look like it's not exactly moving in sync with the rest of his head. And then for frame 3, we will grab just this piece and move this piece up. And then on frame 4, I want to go ahead and duplicate cell 3. Frame 4, we will go ahead and move this piece back down. All right, so that looks good so far. On frame 3, I also want to move this white piece up right there. And then on frame 4, we will have it still be up, right? And then we will go to frame 5, duplicate that cell, and then move the white piece back down. And of course, we have to fix that white, right, the red right there. All right, so that looks good the way it is. I'm thinking that's too much, so we'll move that back down. Yeah, all right. So that one frame is all we need. All right, there we go. On 4, it kind of stays where it is. That's all we need. Maybe can I get away with doing that? No, I can't. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll get rid of that pixel on frame 4, and then we'll leave it gone for frame 5. Because on frame 5, I want him to go back up. So 1, 2, he moves his head down. It's still down on 3. I want his head to go back up on 4. So we'll grab all of his head again on frame 4, move it back up, and then we'll fill in all those gaps. We could just take the frame we already did, which was I think frame 1, but I like doing them again because it helps you get into not in the spirit, but it helps you remember where everything was when you're animating. It's easier to keep track of the colors and all the things you did rather than just keep copy and pasting things, because that's when things start to get kind of messed up. So I'm thinking that I want, instead of on frame 3 his head to go back up, I want it on frame 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip frame 3 and 4 here. Oh, sorry, 4 and 5, not 3 and 4. 4 and 5. I'm gonna flip frame 4 and 5. So I'm gonna make sure this yellow box is over top of 4. Then I'm gonna grab the yellow box and then push it behind 4. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now you can see our hat is kind of messed up. So it goes up, it goes down, then up. I don't want that. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this white color, put it there, erase it, and on this one, put it there. And flip them. So now our hat is working the way it's supposed to again, but it looks kind of weird because it's kind of stationary in that one spot for a while. It kind of the white ball is staying in the same place now, so we need to fix that by going ahead and on frame 3 we can move it down. Frame 3 we can move it down to down to there, and then make sure it stays down there for this piece, because it's kind of messed up now, because since we flipped those layers, those cells rather. Alright, that looks good. And then I wanted to kind of shoot and bounce back up when his head bops up, because I mean that's what happens. So on frame 5 we'll duplicate frame 5 cell, duplicate cell, hit M to grab the marquee and move it up like that, fill that piece in. That looks good. Alright. And then on frame 7, we will go ahead and move this piece up as well. And then on 8, we will move it all back down the way that it was. Like that. Yeah. Alright, so that was good. What I want to do now is we will go ahead and finish the rest of his actual animation instead of worrying about the hat. We'll go ahead and do something like this. Well, actually, let me get rid of that piece right there. So now it kind of goes from that to that. Yeah, we'll get rid of that piece. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so now that looks good. That looks better. What I want to do now is I want to finish his arms animation, because his arms kind of stay still after he goes back up. So the frame after he goes back up. So he goes back up on 5, and then on 6, I want to move his arms back up to follow suit after one frame afterwards, so it looks like he has a bit of gravity to him. Well, I drop that, fill it back in. And then for the rest of these, we'll do the same thing. Since they were duplicated at the time when his arms were down, they're all going to be down. So we'll go ahead and do that for 7 and 8. We'll move his arms back up. Or you know what? No. On 7, we'll leave them down. Yeah. On 7, we'll leave them down. And then on 8, we'll bring them back up. Yeah. On 7, we'll leave them down, and 8, we'll bring them back up. So now he has a little bit of arm jiggling going on, which is kind of funny. I like it. And his beard, I want his beard to have a little bit of gravity to it. So when his head goes down, I kind of want this piece to disappear and this piece to disappear. And then when he goes down, I kind of want this little tail to whip out right there. And maybe that. And then when it bounces back up, I kind of want these pieces to disappear here. Nope, not that. These pieces to disappear. And then 7, his beard will come back a little bit until it's all the way back in. And there's a piece right there. That piece I just added. No, let's get rid of that. All right, there we go. So now that looks pretty cool. So I think that's going to be it. Yeah, we have a little bit of an idle animation. We did a little bit of a Santa. Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas. All that stuff. Yeah, that's going to be it. Can I actually have his arms extend really quickly? All right, I like that. It looks like he's kind of, you know, like clenching his fist. Maybe he's getting ready to go out and take all those gifts out. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, bye-bye.